Capricorn, and welcome to your November 2017 Love Reading with Divine Love Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my channel. If you're a return viewer or subscriber, welcome back and thank you very much. If this is your first time, I hope this reading resonates for you or you get something out of it and you enjoy yourself while you're here, okay? I'm just going to get into the video because as you can see, the cards are all out here because I started and the video just shut down on me. So the cards have already been shuffled. They've already been laid out. I didn't get to any clarifiers yet, so that was great. So basically, I'm just going to start over, okay? Now, as you can see, I have the Celtic cross laid out here. So let's go ahead and get into it. First card that you have that represents your present energy is the World card, okay? Can't see that it's covered. The World card is your present energy. That is crossed or challenged by the Judgment card, okay? Your past energy is represented by the Three of Cups. Your future energy is represented by the Queen of Wands. What you want is the Tower, okay? Damn, Capricorn, what's going on? What your internal factors are is the Four of Cups. Okay? Your advice for this reading is the Eight of Cups in reverse. Your external factor is the Seven of Wands. Your hopes and your fears represented by, Seven of Wands in reverse. Hopes and fears are represented by the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And your outcome card is the Knight of Wands. All right, Capricorn, so let's get started. You have the World as your present energy. So right now you could be at peace, okay? You could be at peace. If you're single, you could be ready for a relationship. You might even meet somebody traveling, okay? But this means that you're just ready to get out there and you're ready to meet people. For my couples, you feel like you are with the person that completes you. You feel like your partner brings you peace, or your partner could be it for you, or maybe your partner feels like you bring them peace, okay? Now, what's crossing that, or what your challenge is the Judgment card. Okay, so the Judgment card can indicate that someone is holding on to the past, or maybe someone's only seeing what they want to see in the situation. Okay, for some of you guys, I feel like maybe you're trying to resurrect a relationship with an old flame, and this is somebody that basically you don't need to resurrect a relationship with. All right, when Judgment is crossing, or when Judgment basically is an obstacle, that means that it's almost like Judgment in reverse, okay? You're in denial about a situation, or you're in denial about this person who is in your life, or this person that you're dealing with. So even though you may feel like this person is the person that will complete you, they're not necessarily the person for you. Now, ultimately, this person could feel like you are the person that completes them, okay? But something happened in the past that they can't get over, and so you're just kind of like in a holding pattern, okay? They're kind of just holding you, and this is two major arcana, so this is like something that has to play out between the two of you. All right, so I want to go ahead and I want to clarify this Judgment card. Okay, we get the Strength card in reverse. So the Strength card can represent someone who has an overbearing personality, okay? This can represent overestimating the strength of your bond. Okay, so maybe despite the fact that you feel like, despite the fact that this person may not be the right person for you, you feel like your bond will, like your love will conquer all, okay? And maybe that's not the case. All right. There could also be like just this raw passion that you have with this person, okay? And maybe that's what pulls you guys together, and that's why you feel like, this person, like, because the World card is a coming together, okay? So maybe that's why you want to be with this person, is because of this lust is kind of like clouding your judgment right now, okay? Let's go ahead and move on to your past energy. which is represented by the Three of Cups. Okay, so this can represent celebration. This can represent like socializing, having a good time. So maybe, this is where you met your partner, or maybe this is you and your partner. You guys just used to go out and have a good time with each other. For others, this Three of Cups can represent a love triangle. Okay, and maybe this is the past issue that your partner or the person that you're interested in cannot seem to get over. Okay, and this can also represent you, sorry, not having the strength to deal with this situation. Okay. Um, this Three of Cups could represent also that maybe you rekindled something with somebody from the past, in the past, okay? And that rekindling is what has caused the love triangle, which has caused your current issue that you're dealing with now, okay? Now, your future energy is represented by the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So, if this is a person, okay, this is someone who has an inflated ego, okay? This person is prone to jealousy. This person is considered a drama queen, all right? If it's a male, this person is just very dramatic. Could even possibly be a gold digger, okay? Because men can be gold diggers too. It's not just women, especially nowadays. There's plenty of men that won't get with a woman unless he feels like she can offer him something financially. Okay, so if this is not the case, then there may be an older woman who helps you to, like, helps to find a relationship for you. Okay, someone who says, hey honey, I got somebody and I want you to meet them. That could be the Queen of Wands in reverse. It can also indicate that there's maybe an argument, some type of argument that crosses, where lines get crossed, okay? Like a really bad argument. And that's only for some people. But for others, I just feel like maybe you're dealing with someone whose ego is just a little bit inflated. And this strength card in reverse would tell me that. This person is just overbearing, okay? So maybe the person that you're dealing with, they've just got a larger than life ego. They might be a fire sign or somebody with fire energy. Okay, because strength is the sign of Leo. So maybe this person has Leo energy in them. The Queen of Wands could be possibly a fire sign. Actually, the Queen of Wands, I think, is either, if I'm not mistaken, it's March. It's the end of March. It's March, so it's like Pisces into Aries. Okay, so if those signs mean anything to you, then that'll resonate. But for others, like I said, it's just a fire sign person. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clarify that. We get the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Two of Wands in reverse can indicate that things don't go as expected. Okay, things don't go how you planned. You may have thought that resurrecting this relationship, or holding on to this, clinging to this relationship, that things would change, and in the future they don't seem to change very much. Okay, the Two of Wands in the reverse can indicate it's basically boredom. Okay, um, reality falling short of your expectations, a deterioration of feelings. Okay, and that could even be coming from your partner. Okay, their feelings could just be deteriorating because they were not really the right person for you to begin with. Okay, now we move on to what you want, and we have the Tower card. So the Tower is destruction, right? The Tower is something that comes in and shakes things up. The Tower is something that basically rocks the foundation of your situation. So, for some, I feel like you want something to come in and shake things up, because maybe you feel like this person needs a wake up call. Okay, this overbearing person who can't let go of the past. All right, or maybe you realize that this is some type of karmic bond that you have, and you just want something to come in and destroy it all because you just want to get out of this situation. All right. For other people, because the Tower can indicate a divorce. Like I said, some people want a divorce. For others, I feel like with this love triangle here, maybe you were in a love triangle with someone who is married. Okay, so some of my Capricorns are actually wanting a divorce, but not a divorce for you. You want this person to become divorced so that they can become available for you. Okay, and that may not be your situation, so don't come at me, but that is someone's situation. Okay, there are plenty of people who are in this situation. This is not like, in this day and age, there are many people who are in this situation. Okay, I'll put it to you like that, without throwing anybody under the bus. I know, I've seen. Okay, so like I said, this is a judgment free zone where I do these readings, so I'm just telling it like it is, and that's it. Okay, this is not my opinion. I don't care. Of course I care, but I don't care. Okay, if that makes sense. um Let me go ahead and clarify what you want. And you get the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? So, like I said, for some of my Capricorns, you want a divorce. You want out of this commitment. You want out of this situation. This person is holding the past against you, and you're just, there's nothing but arguments here. They're overbearing. You don't have the strength to deal with them. Internally, your internal factors, you're feeling apathy, even slight boredom. Okay, you're over their antics. You're over them talking about this situation that happened however long ago. You're like, look, get over it at this point. Okay, now for my others, maybe they are the ones who, had the love triangle, and even though you're trying to work it out with them, maybe they haven't apologized, or maybe they're taking you for granted. Okay, so you're realizing that, you know what, this person, either you realizing that they don't appreciate your offer, or you don't appreciate what they're bringing to the table. You're realizing they're not bringing anything to the table. You try to give them a second chance, and they're not bringing anything to the table. Okay, so you're ready to get out. You're ready to jump ship. So once again, I'll just clarify that there's one set of Capricorns who are waiting for someone to get a divorce so that they can be together, and maybe the fact that this person's with someone else is what's causing this drama. For other Capricorns, you want out of a situation because the person that you're with may be holding the past against you. Okay, or maybe they haven't apologized for what they've done for the past, but basically the past is in the way, and it's causing an issue, and you're over it. You're over talking about it. You're despondent. You're just like, look, enough already. I don't have time for this. I don't accept this off. I can't accept life like this. Okay, that's how you feel right now. All right, now we move on to your advice, and it's the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So, at first, the Eight of Cups in reverse is saying basically not to run away from your problems, okay? That if it's something that can be fixed, stick around, fight it out, and fix it. But at the end of it, if the problems can't be fixed, then it is time to move on. All right, that's the message of the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is not going to tell you to stay in a situation. I don't think anybody's going to tell you to stay in a situation that isn't working. But make sure that you've done everything that you can possibly do to make the situation work before you run away. Okay, because with the Eight of Cups, it's like there's a tendency to run away from your problems versus facing them head on. Okay, because the way you want to get out of this, you want out so bad. It's like you're not even trying to fix the situation. You want it destroyed. You want it torn down. You don't want a commitment with this person. Where maybe before you wanted a commitment, you absolutely do not want a commitment with this person anymore. Okay, we move on to your external factors now, and you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So, the Seven of Wands in the reverse can indicate that maybe your partner is just very forceful. Okay, they're very forceful. Once again, like I said, they might be overbearing, and they just impose their will onto the situation. So maybe that's why you're feeling this apathy, because you don't even get to feel, okay? You don't even get to express how you feel about anything in the situation. It's all about what they say or what they feel or what they want, okay? Also, the Seven of Wands in reverse can indicate that there is someone outside of this situation, like basically an outside person is challenging your relationship. Okay, we go ahead and clarify this external factor, and we get the Lover's card. Okay, so your partner could be a Gemini. Okay, For some of you, your partner, this overbearing, forceful person, is a Gemini. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember clearly, if it's the Gemini reading, there the Gemini did have an issue with the Capricorn, and commitment or a lack of commitment was also an issue in that relationship, that reading. Like, this has been going on for a while, I think, with this Gemini and Capricorn. I don't know if it has been coming up. I can't remember if it's been coming up in the Capricorn readings, but that just clicked in my head. So for some of you, your partner or the person that you're interested in or the person that you're going through this with is a Gemini, okay? And at one point you wanted this person, or you even still might secretly or deep down feel like this person might be the right one for you. But right now, because of their antics and because of the grudge or whatever happened in the past that they're not letting go of, you want out of this situation because you can't see yourself being in commitment with someone who acts like this, okay? Someone who's always fighting you, someone who's always defensive, all right? Someone who's so overbearing that you don't even get to express yourself in the situation, okay? For others, this Lover's card represents, as an external factor, that your relationship is a karmically destined relationship. So that's the external factor. That means that you guys are going to be together no matter what, because it's just destined to be that way. Okay? So no matter how much fighting and no matter how much you want out, or maybe you're not even going to commit to this person, you guys are still going to be bonded together. Okay? Because no matter what you go through, you guys are going to be together. All right? Now, for others, your partner is bonding with someone else, and that person is possibly a Gemini. Okay? Let's move on to the. I'm sorry, I'm just having like a brain freeze right now. We move on to the hopes and fears portion of this reading. Okay? So, your hopes and fears, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So, you are afraid that you're going to wind up in a situation where there's just a lack of responsiveness, okay? And maybe because you're already feeling a level of apathy, you're just afraid that that's going to get worse, okay? The Two of Pentacles just represents not even responding to the situation, okay? That represents, a lack of receptivity to your partner, plans changing. Okay, so maybe you guys plan a future together and things just don't work out as planned, which is what comes up in your future position. So you may instinctively already sense that whatever you plan with this person is not going to turn out how you want. Okay, and if you're already feeling like there's a lack of, like, your feelings for this person are waning, then of course there's nothing more to expect in the future but less, right? Unless something happens to change that. So then we move on to your outcome, which is the Knight of Wands, okay? And this can mean so many different things. So Knight of Wands can represent a spark. Okay, if it's not a person, this represents like something suddenly that sparks, put some energy back into your situation. It sparks the sexual chemistry between the two of you again. Okay, if the Knight of Wands is a person, then this is a positive jolt. Okay, if it's not a person, this is a positive jolt that sparks some energy, sparks some passion back into your situation. Now, if this is your energy, then this represents that maybe, you guys have a sexual connection, because the Strength card in the reverse can represent raw sexual passion, okay? So maybe you guys continue a relationship, but maybe it's just only sex. Okay, because the Knight of Wands can represent sexual chemistry. It can represent a very sexual relationship, but not really any commitment. And clearly, from the looks of it, you don't even want a commitment. Okay, so maybe you just want to continue to have sex with this person. Or maybe that's all that's left at the end of this reading, is this sexual connection that you guys have with each other. Okay, if this is a person, this person, baby, is a very highly sexual person, could possibly be an Aries or a fire sign, or even a Taurus. I think it's an Aries Taurus, cusp type person. And they will come in and they'll make you swoon, but they're not necessarily going to stay around. Okay, so let me go ahead and clarify that again, and we get the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, Capricorn, so it kind of looks like, this represents someone who's kind of tired of working on the relationship. All right, you're just tired. You feel like you've done so much, and the person maybe doesn't appreciate it. You're just tired of putting in any energy. All right, this represents somebody who possibly, this is a bored, this person is bored. This represents a wandering eye. Okay, so if you stay with this Gemini, you might wind up having some type of tryst with this Knight of Wands. Okay, or even though you guys have this sexual energy, chemistry together, you're still bored by the situation. Okay. um I'm just looking at this. So let's just see what we got going on here. There's not a lot of cups here. When I look at this reading, I see a lot. I see major arcana. Okay, so there obviously there's a karmic lesson here that you guys have to learn. Okay, and maybe that's why the Eight of Cups is telling you not to run away from the situation, because there's something that you need to learn in this lifetime with this person. Okay, because you don't want to spend the rest of your life going through this situation with this person. If you guys are going to be karmically tied to each other, you don't want to go through all of this mess for the rest of your life. Okay, so Eight of Cups is telling you to try to work out your issues, whatever those issues are. All right, because you're gonna be going through this lifetime with this person. Okay, so why don't you just fix whatever it is, or try to figure out what it is that you caused in each other to cause this fighting? Okay, what is it that, you know, what is this bond that's pulling you guys together? Okay, and how can you guys work together to be on the same page versus clearly we're here, you're not on the same page. Okay, um, or maybe, for some of you, the lesson is learning how to walk away from the situation. Okay? Because sometimes we fight so hard to stay in situations that are just not meant for us. All right? And so, like I said, right now, if you're dealing with someone who's married and you're waiting around for them to get this divorce and it's taken longer than expected, maybe you need to move away from the situation. Maybe you need to walk away. If they get their stuff together down the line and you guys are really meant to be together, then they'll come back. You guys will come back together. But sticking around and waiting and just causing all this like angst and tension is causing you to even lose feelings for this person. So wouldn't you rather, take a step back and walk away versus staying in a situation that's going to cause you at the end of this all to not care anymore? Okay? To only be sexually attracted to them but not have any other feelings or emotions for them, not have the energy left to give to the situation because you've used it all up in this waiting phase. For others, if you know you don't want to be committed to a person, let them know and move on, because God forbid, you guys, with all this sex that I see, and I feel like with the readings, a lot of readings, not just these that I put on YouTube, but the personal readings, there's a lot of relationships that have a the sexual bond. Okay, the devil's coming up all over the place. um the Strength card in reverse, just there's chemistry, right? But we're the cups, all the cups in this reading. This cup is full of apathy. You don't even want this offer. Okay, this is not a love card. This is a card of like, I don't want this. Okay, this is the past, but this is like friendship. This is not the Two of Cups. It's not the King of Cups. It's not the Queen of Cups. Okay, this is the Three of Cups. This can represent friendship. It can represent a love triangle. It just represents celebration. This doesn't show any indicator of true emotion for a person. So where's the love? Where's the love in this situation? Or why is the love? Why do you love this person? Why do you want to be with this person? Or why did you want to be with this person? Or why does this person want to be with you? And if you don't want to be with this person, why are you still here? Why haven't you walked away yet? Maybe that's what this is asking you. Why are you still here? Right? Why are we still in this situation that you don't want to be in anymore, that you don't want to commit to anymore? Okay? So, like I said, some of my Capricorns here are dealing with a person who is already in a commitment with someone else, and you guys are basically waiting or wanting this person to get a divorce so that they can be with you. But in the process, you're beginning to develop apathy and you're getting bored with the waiting, you're getting bored with the situation. And maybe they are not going to get a divorce and they're offering you something else and you're not happy. You're not satisfied with this offer. Okay? But they're overbearing and they're trying to force you to stay in this situation. Okay? And so you may stay in this situation because sexually you have the great sexual chemistry and great sexual attraction with this person, but there's really nothing else here. You're bored with the situation. You don't even want to be with them anymore. Okay? But somebody in the situation sees somebody as the person that they are meant to be with, or that, they want to be with. So this is a very strange dynamic. It's almost like you think that you're supposed to be with this person, but you don't believe you're supposed to be with this person, if that makes any sense. Or you're not taking the steps. Like, you don't, it's like almost like talking the talk but not walking the walk. Yeah, we're supposed to be together, but everything you do says otherwise. Between whether you're the one who cheated in the past or they cheated in the past, and whoever can't get over it now, it's like, what's going on here, Capricorn? What's going on? So at the end of the day, it's like, look, if you can't figure out what your issues are, if you're not going to invest the energy to work on your issues, then there's nothing here but like sex. Okay, all I see is sex and fighting right now. So maybe the challenge, and maybe the whole point of this lesson is to find out, is to work on the love. Okay, to get back to the love, or to find the love in the situation. And you're drawn together, right? You're bound together, but neither one of you are doing what you have to do to find the love because you're too busy fighting. You guys are just there's just fighting and defensiveness, but I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so like I said, for some, this is just a destined relationship and a lesson that you have to learn. For others, you're with a person who might have cheated on you in the past, and they might still be continuing this with an outside person that they're bonding with. And the reason why they're losing, the reason why there's a lack of receptivity and there's a lack of feelings, and feelings are waning between the two of you, is because they're bonding with someone else. Okay, so their emotions and their true feelings are going to someone else, so you're not getting anything anymore. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe you were trying to make it work with this person. Okay, so you could have been the one that cheated, Capricorn. The person, they can't get over it. No matter, you trying very hard to make it work, but they're not letting go of what you've done. Okay, and they are being defensive with you, but at the same time, they are connecting with someone else. And you can feel that. All right, you feel the loss of connection because you don't even want to commit to them anymore. All right, so here the Eight of Cups is saying, look, if you can't figure out a way to make it work, then just go ahead and move on. All right, because the longer you stay is the worse it's going to get. And to the point where in the future, all that's going to be left between you is the sex. And that's it. All right, guys. So if any part of this reading resonated with you, let me know. If you want a more personalized reading, if certain parts of this did resonate, because I realize not every part of these are specific situations here. All right, these are specific relationships that are coming out. I really couldn't imagine a mass of people who are having all of these aspects in the relationship. So certain parts might hit you and certain parts may not. And if you want something that's more personalized, then that's where you go ahead and contact me and we, create something that is tailor made towards you. Okay, that's what I do. Now, if you have any questions about this reading, you can go ahead and email me at divinelovetarot@gmail.com. And all my information on how you can get in touch with me and how you can get a reading from me are in the description bar below. Okay, so if you enjoyed this reading, please make sure to like and comment and let me know how things work out for you. All right, Capricorn, bye.